Welcome to Franchise Marketing Radio, brought to you by SeoSamba. Comprehensive high-performing marketing solutions for mature and emerging franchise brands. To supercharge your franchise marketing, go to SeoSamba.com. That's SeoSamba.com.
Lee Cantor here, another episode of Franchise Marketing Radio, and this is going to be a fun one. Today we have with us Ann Lilly with Global Business Advisory. Welcome, Ann.
It's wonderful to be here.
Well, before we get too far into things, tell us a little bit about Global Business Advisory. How are you serving folks?
Oh, my goodness. In all ways, business transaction. Global Business Advisory is the premier franchise sales and consultant commercial real estate business brokerage where we are able to touch every element of a business transaction, and we're the only one in the country. So it is a tremendous opportunity to do franchise sales, franchise consulting, business brokerage, commercial real estate, and we're able to do that and again touch every element of a business transaction on the buy side, on the sell side, working with brokers domestically and internationally as well.
Now, can you talk a little bit about the backstory of the brand? Did it start out kind of with being a franchise in mind, or did it start out maybe locally and then just kind of said, hey, we might have something here that can scale and replicate?
Great question there. Certainly, it started out as a franchise. We just launched last Labor Day weekend, literally in the heat of a pandemic. We launched to solve some problems in our industry. We really feel like there is a different, maybe not a better way. We kind of think so, but we are biased. But certainly a different way to achieve business sales and allowing those to get where they want to go, those looking for self-sufficiency through a business investment. So we did form to solve an industry need and to solve some real market industry areas that are really coming in a tsunami way as a result of the pandemic and also as a result of our baby boomers beginning to create their entrance way into retirement and offloading some of their businesses for sale.
Now, can you talk a little bit about this ideal franchisee? Are they somebody who is kind of maybe on this second act, maybe got, maybe laid off or said, I've had enough of this kind of corporate grind? Or are they kind of more the professional franchisee where maybe they have a portfolio of franchises and this is one of them?
Fabulous. Thank you very much, Lee. Both yes and yes. So first, we do cater to our C-suite executives. Part of the reason we launched Labor Day holiday was for that reason during a pandemic when not only so many jobs were eliminated, some industries were eliminated. And we know that those C-suites were not going to get those jobs back. And at that time, there were more than 40 million looking for a new way to make money, looking for new ways to earn income. So that's certainly a target in allowing C-suites a way out, perhaps a launch pad, or maybe even safety net if the northbound train has decided to take a detour that they were not expecting. On the other side of who's for our business is really anyone who's interested or with experience in sales and marketing. While experience is not needed, it's not required. It's certainly not required with our very robust state-of-the-art curriculum, which we may talk about today. But it is more of a drive. It is really a business looking for results-oriented folks. And we can certainly train anyone who's not familiar with the industry in sales, in touching every one of our income streams, of which there are 10, and an opportunity for those looking for perhaps helping others as a way of making money. Frankly, everything that we do every day is different. No 2 days are the same for us as brokers. So it's a beautiful way to help us get where they want to go, guide them, coach them, consult with them, show them ways to get where they want to go. We take the reverse engineering approach, and then share with them opportunities that meet their specific criteria. It's a real different approach than others in the industry take, for sure.
So now you said no experience is required to have been a broker in your past life, but having kind of that executive leadership, that ability to engage a team and motivate a team and to serve people, that sounds like those are more the qualities you're looking for.
You're exactly right. Serving others would be number one. Certainly, we are in the Zig Ziglar model, where we believe that helping others get where they would like to go helps us create a beautiful, flourishing business. We have average earnings all across the United States, $200,000 to $300,000 on average based on commissions. We have some tremendous differentiators. We'll highlight a couple of those today for sure. But yes, it is someone who is result oriented, who can follow a system, who can follow marketing beautiful efforts and campaigns, and really put forth the effort to build a business. And then they will be very successful. It is really a matter of executing a blueprint here.
And can you talk about like what's a day in the life of a franchisee?
Oh boy, that's probably my favorite part of our industry for sure, in that no 2 days are the same. One day we might be speaking to several C-suite executives who are in transition, either by choice, not willing to go back to the grind that they were before, or maybe not by choice. And they are one of the 9 to 11 million adults every single day looking for ways to earn money. So it is a way that you can enjoy the business brokerage and franchise sales. Certainly that's our bread and butter. But it is also a way to learn or sit in and have an umbrella of services that allows you to live in the merger and acquisitions world, or learn how to do valuations where that might get you a listing. We have a couple of business alliances that certainly differentiators for us. So another component of a day in the life has to do with resales. Most business brokers and franchise sales consultants will typically either serve franchise sales or serve business brokerage sales. Not a lot do both. We at Global Business Advisory, having 10 income streams and be able to touch every element of a business transaction, our day becomes quite diverse. We can be handling a resale for a client in the afternoon and closing on a $2 million transaction. And in the morning, we might have presented Global Business Advisory to 2 or 3 candidates, and we might have presented 3 or 4 out of our marketplace. We have more than 70 brands already in our marketplace who are Tier 1 SBA registered brands. So in a day in the life at Global Business Advisory, if you enjoy sitting back behind the computer and talking with people and building relationships, Global is not the right business for you. If you really enjoy looking at learning about others, listening to what their needs are, their interests are, where they see themselves, and helping that person who becomes a client of yours getting where they want to go, it's the greatest thing in the world, especially when it has to do with a business investment or ways that that person can become self-sufficient.
So now let's talk a little bit about that training program, because I'm sure a lot of folks who have never done this before are maybe apprehensive about, do they have what it takes in order to advise business leaders and CEOs and business owners at this level? Because you are talking about, this could be the biggest decision, and that transaction might be the largest transaction in an individual's lives. So how do you help them have the confidence and the skill in order to help, execute at that level?
Thank you, Lee. Several ways. Our training is state of the art. It is one of the biggest needs in our industry, one of the biggest motivators of why Global Business Advisory was launched, in that not just the training, but also support ongoing. So the training is state of the art. It is 4 phases encompassing 130 hours over a 6-month period. It includes 2 weeks of classroom curriculum. Everything now during the pandemic, as we're starting to crawl out, is virtual. So it is very convenient. We always talk about high-speed internet and a laptop, and you can work anywhere in the world at Global Business Advisory. So while we'd like to see some management experience, certainly some leadership positions in the experience of a candidate, we do not require sales and marketing. We believe that we can teach the skills, and we do that with a very robust 4-phase curriculum, which begins immediately upon execution of a franchise agreement. All of our technology is integrated with CRM, learning management system, of course, and very strong campaigns that are all integrated into our CRM for sure. It requires more than anything else, and other than results oriented and wanting to help others get where they want to go, it really requires quick thinking. So it is no colleges required, but again, looking for that management and leader, because we do want to make sure that we're leading others to their success. So it really is the availability to think on your feet, to be able to follow a system. And one of our other training capacities that is different than most is the availability of support 24/7. So instead of responding to a franchise question when they have a candidate that they're speaking with and they're not quite sure or don't have the experience or confidence yet to be able to know exactly how to poise that next step in discovery for that candidate, or maybe what a hanger that candidate is having, it is the opportunity to come to their leadership team. We have more than 100 years of experience on Global's leadership team. And it's not a matter of once a month, twice a month having ongoing training where we'll talk about those candidates and battle it around. We actually have a forum where an officer takes call and has the availability to that franchisee. It might be a 6:00 call this evening that they have, and they know how to reach a call. They're trained on how to reach an executive committee member and go over that call with that executive committee member, an officer of Global Business Advisory, to be able to review the notes and make sure that they are well poised. And no matter where that franchisee in years of experience is in Global Business Advisory, it is one of our differentiators. It is extremely strong support. To finish the training question or answer to the question is, as it relates to ARs or master territories, we have a tremendous opportunity as well for area representatives, or in old school terminology, master territories or master developers. So a single unit we have, as well as 3 levels of area representatives or master territory, master developers, also international. So again, a wonderful support mechanism that we have in place for new to the industry consultant advisors and brokers.
Now, if somebody wants to learn more, have a more substantive conversation with you or somebody on the team, what is the best way to do that?
Oh, you can do it through many vehicles. You can come in through our website, which is globalbusinessadvisoryinc.com. You can email me directly always, I'm the COO. I'd be happy to take questions and interest and field it out. We have representatives throughout the country. We are a virtual model, so we do not have territory restrictions. So the executive team literally will turns getting to know you to provide all-encompassing support. So my email, ann.lilly@globalbainc.com. Let me spell that. ann.lilly at global, B as in business, A as in advisory, Inc.com. My telephone number, best way to reach me always with travel arrangements and travel schedules and client schedules and franchisor schedules, is my cell phone, which is 804-928-3176.
Well, Ann, congratulations on all the success, and thank you so much for sharing your story today.
Lee, thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure.
All right, this is Lee Cantor. We will see you all next time on Franchise Marketing Radio.